this was a great and amazing episode. What's up, Crocs and climbers, Pokemon fans, and those who come on this video. Today we're here to talk about episode 22 of Pokemon Horizons, and oh boy, you know, I'm gonna nitpick just because I'm nitpicky as fuck, but I generally love this episode. It was intense, it was hyped, okay, I loved it. It was a great episode, okay, it really was. I love the little nod that they did with Dot at the beginning where she's editing the videos and wondering if, you know, Liko and Roy with Friede had gone to the cave already. I mean the mines, and like it's one of those things where it's clicking that she might want to be able to like explore outside of the ship and not just be stuck here all the time, which I'm really looking forward to eventually when she does that. She actually joins the crew out and about doing business. So I'm really looking forward to that part of her arc. But aside from that, everything else was great. Them getting to the mines, which again is one of those things where, like, in the back of my head, I'm like, the mines weren't this fucking big in the fucking. That was one of the problems with Sword and Shield. Like those mines were a fucking hallway. So I love the fact that we get to see them in this huge, extravagant form in the fucking anime because they weren't that big. Let me tell you. And then here, I think this is the only nitpick I have with this episode. Like the only one I have is, and I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it. What the fuck is Friede doing? This man sucks as a bodyguard. How do you lose your 2 children? This is ridiculous. Your one job is to make sure the 2 children that are with you at all times are safe and sound right next to you. How the fuck do you not notice them moving away? This man needs to get fired or something, because this is insane. This happens way too frequently now, and I'm upset at it. I don't like this man, okay? This man sucks as the one job he has. He sucks at it. But everything else aside from that, I love the Fuecoco Sprigatito stuff, getting, you know, all the stuff. I love the interaction they had with the scared Pokemon. I love the fact that Liko and Roy were able to save the workers, okay? Everything about that was cool and hype, okay? Well, it wasn't really hype, but it was just nice and sweet. And then what happened with the fucking Moltres. Okay, now, there was a lot of speculations online about who the fucking Pokemon one that was going to be. Because there was a lot of, like, hidden details with the episode announcements, because they didn't want to tell you, well, they didn't want to tell us who the giant Pokemon were going to see. Because I told you guys, Rayquaza's not in this fucking place. Okay, I've been saying this for a minute. I don't know why the fucking Meteo's here. I don't mind him being here. Like in the episode itself, it was whatever. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say it was whatever because it wasn't necessarily bad, but I still don't think this man should be here. Okay, that's my point. But I knew we weren't going to see Rayquaza here. So there was a lot of talks online about, there's 4, because there was hints of, you know, something that happens in the episode with the fucking 4 claws. And they're like, that's not Rayquaza's thing, you know, that Rayquaza doesn't have the claws and shit like that. And people were speculating, it's got to be like fucking Galarian Zapdos and shit. Because, you know, it runs on foot and shit like that. And that was the speculation. So one of the running Pokemon was going to be just fucking Galarian Zapdos. And a lot of people were talking about Galarian Zapdos. And then fucking Moltres shows up. I was like, bruh. Okay, I didn't expect it to be Galarian Zapdos anyways. Okay, I wasn't on that camp. But seeing fucking Galarian Moltres, okay, that thing looks scary as fuck. If that had been me right there, I would have shit my pants. Okay, I'm going to say that for, like, I know Galarian Moltres isn't necessarily scary looking. But this bitch... No, I know I'm not messing with that. And the funny part about it is that the 2 Meteo admins showed up to face off against Liko and Roy. And then fucking Moltres blew them to smithereens. Like, Moltres wasn't messing with that shit. Okay, he fucking blew them away. Cap saved the kids. And then Moltres just mollywopped everybody. Like, it wasn't even close. And that's one of those things where, like, I'm like, Cap is busted, okay? I've been saying that since the fucking episode that they showed off, like episode 18, where they're like, I'm busted as fuck and all this other shit. Okay, I've been saying that for a while. But Galarian Moltres, and what the fuck? Okay, this thing didn't even do anything. It just existed and radiated its energy, and everybody is like dead. Right? Because it wasn't like a move. Like, it's just, it was radiating its anger and sadness and rage, and like, just the aura of Galarian Moltres knocked everybody the fuck out. Like, Cap did his best, and it put the business work. Like, it did some work, you know, but it just wasn't even fucking close. Okay, and I don't understand how, because this thing is fucking busted. Cap is a fucking superhero. Okay, I don't know how the fuck this man lost. I think it's bullshit, but and fucking like Roy Fuecoco, I love that stuff. Okay, Roy and Fuecoco being the first ones to get up was cool. It showed their spirit, determination, but they didn't do shit. They didn't do shit. And then like Lico and Sprigatito got up and fucking Hatena was freaking out and shit. And they're like, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Because they were literally getting bodied and destroyed. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They were not gonna win this battle. And I love okay, I know this is gonna sound bad, but I love seeing the fear in Roy's eyes. Are like, this bitch is too fucking strong. We ain't winning this. I like seeing a situation where a character acknowledges that they're still not strong enough, and they need to regroup. I like seeing that in animes because it feels like most of the time nowadays anime are like all these overpowered fucking characters that can't lose for any shit. So like, I like the fact that we're seeing these kids that they're acknowledging we can't win, and they leave. They actually straight up leave, and Moltres is after them. And okay, so the other coin flip of this episode is the Friede meeting Amethyl stuff. Okay, again, I still don't understand why the fucking Amethyal's here, because Rayquaza's not. I still think it's too soon for his comeback. And it happened again. The same shit that happens with him and Friede. Every time they have a fucking battle, it never finishes. It's a reoccurring thing, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want Amethyl back again. There needs to be a point where they actually have a battle that finishes. Didn't happen this time because Moltres came in and they're like, fuck, this is crazy. Kids, get the fuck out of here. And then, like, they're not. We didn't even see that much of the battle. Like, fucking Cerulege went for Phantom Force, Charizard went for Dragon Claw, and, like, Armor, I think is what it is. And they got faster, and it was using some fucking, I think, it's not Bitter Blade. In Japanese, it's called cross something kill or something like that. Crossroad kill or something. I don't remember what it is, or like what the actual English name is. But we didn't really see much. Like the battle, we only saw like them doing like 3 or 4 moves, and then Moltres showed up and then blew everybody away, and they're like, "Fuck, we're screwed." And then like they're stuck there. Okay, I love the way they ended it. Like Lico and Roy screaming out for like Friede because like he's gone. Like the fucking mine collapsed, and then Friede and Amethyl are stuck in the fucking mines with fucking Moltres. And it's fucking crazy. These boys. Okay, now this is where we get another thing for next week's episode. Friede and Amethyl are both strong. Okay, we both know that. Charizard and Cerulege are strong Pokemon. I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna do to him, because they're not. Obviously, the previous show that Lico and Roy were gonna go back and try to face the Moltres. But I'm assuming at the beginning of the episode, we're going to see Amethyl and Friede like handling some business. They're not going to win, obviously, because in the preview they showed Lico and Roy getting there and fighting the Moltres. But I hope to see them doing some business. And then the kids come in and they're like doing all this shit. But this doesn't seem like a two-parter, right? Because when we were giving like episode stuff from before, there's a 3-episode gap where everything is unknown. Which means that this isn't a 2-parter. This is going to last 3 episodes, maybe a 4th one. I don't know. If this is true, this is going to be great. Because that means this motherfucking Moltres is going to run through these fucking people. And I like it. Because the Titan Pokemons, the biggest concern I had with them is that I didn't want them to just be like Arboliva. Okay? Arboliva was nice. I love that it's a friendly giant and stuff like that. Because that's the way Arboliva portrays itself. I want each of the individual giant Titan Pokemon to have their own way of being. And I like the fact that Moltres is the rage-filled one. Rayquaza is the leader. We already know that for a fact. So Rayquaza is just there and is able to like command control, right? I like the fact that Moltres is like the rage-filled one, and I'm really looking forward to how they're gonna handle that whole plot thread. Overall, episode was hype. I'll give it like an 8.7 out of 10. Okay, because it was a really good episode. Okay, it really was. I'm tempted to give it a 9, but the Friede stuff just ridiculous, and then the Meteo Friede stuff was also like whatever. Other than that, episode was fine. It was really great. I love the interactions with Liko, Roy, and the Pokemon in the cave, and just everything that happened with the Moltres. Moltres was fucking great. I loved him as a villain. Well, I can't even say he's a villain because he's not really a bad Pokemon. You know, I don't consider Galarian Moltres to be a villain Pokemon, but it's like the antagonist for this particular area. So I'm really looking forward to seeing everything that happens in the next couple episodes. And for now, we're gonna leave it off there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I will see you guys in future videos.